Unitarian ministers were some of the main believers of individualism. It all started when they questioned the Puritan heritage.
For inspiration, they looked towards Romanticism and Romantic thinkers such as the English poet Samuel Taylor Coleridge and the German philosopher Immanuel Kant. They believed in experiencing the world through sight, sound, and touch.
Emerson was another leader who was a Unitarian minister. He believed in a single God, and when he moved to Concord, he began writing essays about free individuals and how God can be found through nature. He preached to thousands through his writing and his lectures.
He wrote a speech called The American Scholar, which celebrated democracy and individual freedom and found inspiration not only in the lives of the kings and aristocrats, but in ordinary experiences.
Another person was Thoreau, who turned away from society and embraced the natural world through independence and self-realization. He also published a piece called Walden.
Another philosopher was Fuller. She began transcendental belief for women. She also edited the transcendentalist journal, The Dial, and published The Women in the 19th Century, which proclaimed a new era in the coming relationships between men and women. Another transcendentalist writer was Walt Whitman. He published the poem Leaves of Grass in 1855, seeking an intimate relationship with a mass audience to celebrate democracy and himself.
Emerson's writing also influenced two great novelists, Nathaniel Hawthorne, who wrote The Scarlet Letter, and Herman Melville, who wrote Moby Dick.
Our objects, as you know, are to ensure a more natural union between intellectual and manual labor than now exists, to compare the thinker and the worker, to guarantee the highest mental freedom by providing all with labor adapted to their tastes and talents, to do away with the necessity of menial services by opening the benefits of education and profits of labor to all, and thus to prepare a society for liberal, intelligent, and cultivated persons whose relations with each other would permit a more simple and wholesome life than can be led amiss by the pressure of our competitive institution.
Welcome to my Brook Farm. We are in Boston right now. It's 1841, and we house transcendentalists and other radical reformers in this. We encourage people to find their spiritual and moral potential, and we encourage people to stray away from society and live a life based on agriculture. Welcome to my farm. Introduce you to some of our very important members of this farm. First, we have Fuller, Thoreau, and Emerson, and our other fellow ministers, teachers, writers, and students. Instead of relying on society, we provide for ourselves by farming our own food. In this community, we will educate ourselves, provide for ourselves, and live in simplicity with no competition and tension.
In the world to live after the world's opinion. It is easy in solitude to live after your own. But the great man is he who in the midst of the crowd keeps with perfect sweetness the independence of solitude.